guys, I'm back with another video. So this is just a spur out of the moment video, but yet again I'm watching a YouTube channel, Thinking Man's Templar. Like, I'm just so inspired by, I find myself so inspired by his channel and what he has to say about most of the women here in the Matrix and all of that, like, because I mean right now the time is crucial, because I mean, I have to say this, it's really going to be sad, like, because most of these people don't really, like the Matrix people, like, they don't really think about, like, death and all of that. So, like, they only think about, like, what's in front of them, like, in this life right now, and they don't really think about, like, the afterlife and all of that. And I have to say that it's sad to say that most of the black women here in the U.S., the United States material matrix, the women of this matrix will not make it to the halls of Amenti. And it's really sad, because most of the women here in the U.S., they don't care about their third eye. They don't care about anything spiritual. So they're, in all actuality, they're not going to make it to the halls of Amenti, because they're not thinking about what they don't see. They're only thinking about what they do see here in this matrix, that's clearly distracting them from what is purely important, what is purely spiritual in nature, like. So, and I mean, you're gonna have to forgive me, you guys. I've been drinking tonight, so I mean, this video's out on a whim, but I mean, this recording is random, but I mean, I just felt like I had to get this message out right now. Let's see, what time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock in the evening, and I just wanted to get this message out. So yeah, it's sad. It's sad, you guys, because I mean, when Nibiru and the Atlantis energy finally get here, because like in the year 2021, the Aquarian age is already going to be here, and I mean, it's meant to be purely focused on spiritual aspirations and your own self-development as a human being. So, I mean, I don't know. It's really sad, you guys, what we're dealing with here in the U.S. matrix. Because these United States females, like, they're not taking any accountability for their actions. So in a way, it's like they don't really care about what happens. Like, I mean, and that's them being totally ignorant. Like, I mean, only a handful of the spiritual people are going to make it, and I mean, I can't stress this enough. Like, I don't know, like, I've only had two partners in my whole life, like, that I've been sexual with, and when I go on YouTube and I click on, the Thinking Man's Templars channel or King Rich's channel, like I see what's really going on, and I see how dire the situation really is with most of these women here, and I don't know. I just, I don't really know what else to say, really. I'm like, I don't know. Like, only the ones with the spiritual consciousness are going to make it, and it's like, I mean, most of these women, I'm only speaking about the women, really. I mean, there's men, too, that are not going to make it, but, like, as far as the promiscuous women here in the U.S. Matrix, the unawakened people, but there are people, but the women, like they're staying ignorant because they want to, like they don't really think about what's going to happen afterwards. And I think you really should, I mean, there's more to this physical life. Most of these U.S. Matrix women, especially the black women, the melanated women, like, they don't want to think about death at all, so they don't. So, and they don't think that they're going to be judged in the afterlife, when, in all actuality, like, they might, they, like, their soul will be judged in the afterlife. And I mean, if your heart isn't as light as a feather, then you're going to be devoured by Amenti, the alligator / lion, like deity, like the deity Amenti. Like, you're going to be devoured by Amenti when you meet Anubis in the afterlife. Because, I mean, when you finally meet Anubis in the afterlife and he sees you, like, if he sees you and he sees your soul, like, not really, like, if he doesn't see your soul as an innocent soul, then he's going to see your soul as an ignorant soul, and he's going to have no choice but to bring you to Amenti, the alligator / lion deity that will eat you whole, and you're going to be reincarnated back into the reincarnation cycle of the moon, and you're just going to be recycled over and over again. Because the black women of this U.S. Matrix choose to stay ignorant to spirituality and innocence. Because the black women of today, they don't want to be innocent anymore. It's like they don't care about being innocent. But, I mean, you can change your ways, but that's only if you change your consciousness into changing your conscious decisions about what you are doing here in this life. So, I mean, I don't know. it's funny because it's like, as a young child, like, I already made a decision, like, I don't want to be this way. Like, it's like somehow I already knew that I did not want to be this way, or I did not want to be a certain way, because I knew, like, somehow as a younger person, as a younger child, I knew that the afterlife was real. So as I grew within my body, as I progressed within my human body, like I already knew that my consciousness, the conscious decisions that I made were going to be effective in this life. So, I mean, the promiscuity of women here in this U.S. matrix is off the charts right now. And it's almost like they can't, it's almost like they can't, they almost can't be innocent in this life. Like, they don't want to be. And it's crazy. So I have to say again that most of the women who are not spiritual already, like, most of the women in this US matrix, like, they're already done. Like, they're not going to make it to the halls of Amenti because they're not innocent spiritually. And I'm going to say this on my channel because I feel that it's important. Like I make decisions based on, like, what is spiritually going to happen in my next life. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. And that's why I kind of stay to myself, and I always stay home, and I don't really associate myself with too many people, because I feel that my spiritual innocence is going to be important in the afterlife. And it's sad to say that most of these women here in the US matrix, they're not even thinking about that. And, you know, they're exposing their children to all of this promiscuity and, you know, what these women do on social media and all of that. Like it won't affect, like, everybody else. Like, I mean, it's like the melanated women of the US matrix, they don't care what they do anymore. And this is why they won't make it to the halls of Amenti to be judged by Anubis or whatever deity comes after this life. So, I mean, I just had to get this out there, you guys. I don't know. I mean, as a muse goddess myself, like I've already chosen my husbands, and they're not even with me right now. Like, I mean, they are, but they're not physically with me. So, I mean, I have to, I don't know, I have to consciously choose what I do based on what I spiritually want in the afterlife. And most of these US matrix women are not even thinking about the afterlife. They're just thinking about what they see with their physical eyes at the moment. Not what comes after. It's just really, it's really sad, you guys. I just had to come out with this video, though, anyway. So, I didn't want to keep it too long, but... Alright, this is my recording for the night. I promise to come out with more decoding videos later on, because I want to get those out there as well. So, alright, have a good night, you guys. Speak to you again soon. Bye.